Thank you very much, esteemed Vice Director, deans, colleagues, and audience members, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very honored and grateful for having this great opportunity to talk about steel industry and steel quality, which is my main research field. There are some interesting facts to share with you about steel. Steel is the second most produced and used materials by humankind, only after cement. Steel is also one of the most recycled materials in the world and can be 100% recyclable. Steel industry is one of the largest industrial sector in economy. In EU 27 countries, steel industry employs more than 300,000 workers. Traditionally, the steel industry is the largest emitter of carbon dioxide in manufacturing sector, contributing to 7% of the total emission produced by humankind. But the ongoing green transition will reduce 90% of emissions from the steel industry. The establishment of this common EU coal and steel community in the 1950s is the first step in creating the common European market, and finally EU forms from it. Therefore, steel is a cornerstone of a modern and sustainable society. And it is no coincidence that the EU was built on steel. Currently, the steel industry in EU is facing major challenges for their competitiveness due to high energy cost, international competition, required decarbonization, investment, and regulation burden. The EU share of the global steel production shrunk to 7 to 8% in the last decade. Last year, the largest steel plant in Germany, ThyssenKrupp, has announced 10,000 layoffs. Good news is that in these months, EU has presented a European Steel and Metals Action Plan to support steel industry, including clean energy supply, provide carbon leakage, promote industrial capacities, promoting circularity of steel, defending jobs, de-risking decarbonization projects. EU will also provide additional support on innovation of low-carbon steel production. I would like to talk about the competitiveness of EU steel industry from the perspective of steel quality. Steel quality is crucial to steel industry since improved steel quality will enhance the yield and productivity, increase process efficiency, and save energy and materials, thereby increasing competitiveness of steel companies in the global market. Steel quality has improved a lot during the second half of the last century due to the innovation of the steel making in technologies. However, due to the limited investment on developing and implementing new technologies, the improvement of the steel quality in EU steel industry has slowed down in last decades. How to improve the steel quality during steel production? Steel is produced by recycling scrapped steel or from iron reduced from iron ore. In low-carbon steel making, after the steel scrap or direct reduced iron is melted in electric arc furnace, the primary steel making is completed. Then the second steel making plays a very important role in adjusting the steel composition, remove impurities, and improve the steel cleanliness and quality, especially due to some tiny particles. These particles called non-metallic inclusions, which will form in steel and have detrimental influences on process and steel quality. One of the primary tasks for secondary steel making is to remove as many inclusions as possible and make the steel as clean as possible. Since 2009, we have developed models to describe the evolution of inclusions from secondary steelmaking to downstream processes, which could contribute to the improvement of the steel cleanliness and quality. After secondary steelmaking, steel will be casted into semi-finished products through continuous casting. Many defects, including surface cracks, internal cracks, and other defects could emerge if continuous casting of steel is not optimized. These defects will cause additional corrective operation, product downgrading, and scrapping, leading to energy and material losses. In our group, we are now developing models based on fundamental knowledge and artificial intelligence to predict defects. Another important material for controlling steel quality is casting powder, which is added on the top of the steel, protect the steel from heat loss and oxidation. The steel quality can be controlled through applying good casting powder. For example, we are now studying powders for high-speed thin slab casting, which is the future of the steel low-carbon steel making. It can be said that secondary steel making and continuous casting is the key to improve steel quality. Despite the importance of steel quality, the current investment in secondary steel making and continuous casting is very limited. The ongoing project for low-carbon steel production is mostly focused on hydrogen-based iron making and electric arc furnace steel making. One exception is that mini-mill project by SSAB in Inaugural, Sweden, where a new thin slab casting plant will be implemented, which will bring large economic and environmental benefits. The funding, especially public funding for steel quality research, is also limited in Europe, which is really an obstacle for increasing the competitiveness of EU steel industry. In comparison, in other continents, especially in Asia, the investment in new technology of steel production has been increasing for many, many years. In our group, we are actively working and will keep on working on research for improving the steel quality in collaboration with Finnish and European steel industry. We also call for the awareness of vitality of steel quality on the steel industry and society from public and decision makers. EU was and currently still is a front runner of innovation in steel production, and EU steel industry once was very strong competitiveness. But immediate action should be taken to invest in research and implementation of technology for improving steel quality. That's all from my side. Thank you very much.